Hi everyone, I'm Zach Marino, and this is my final entry through CAS100b Blog 6. I'm going to answer some of the questions that are listed under the assignment on the webpage. The first question is, how would you describe your apprehension at the end of the semester? Do you feel more confident speaking in groups and in front of an audience now than you did at the beginning of the semester? If I had to describe my apprehension at the end of the semester here, I would say it's manageable. You know, it's definitely decreased since the beginning, and I've found ways to make it turn into a good thing rather than a bad thing. It's more manageable. It's not something to be worried about anymore, and that's a really great thing. The second part of the question is, do you feel more confident speaking in groups and in front of an audience than you did at the beginning of the semester? Yes, definitely. Particularly in front of an audience, I'd always been pretty full of apprehension and nerves and everything like that. But since the beginning of the semester, it's gotten a lot better. And in groups, I've never really had a problem with speaking in front of groups of people who are also, giving input and things like that. So that's not a problem. I have improved in it, though. I've improved in ways that concern everybody talking and giving input and coming to a final conclusion, basically. I've gotten a lot better at that. So that brings me to question 2. How do you think you have improved as a speaker, and what will you work on to be an audience-centered speaker? Okay, so I've improved as a speaker in that I'm more confident in my abilities. I know how to get the audience's attention and keep their attention, keep it audience-centered the whole time. If it's not relatable to the audience, and you'll find that the audience they stop paying attention a little bit, so you want to keep it interesting. You want to have good transitions, good introduction mainly. If you have a bad introduction, they're going to fall asleep at the beginning. So make sure you keep everything smooth and entertaining for the audience. And what will I continue to work on? I'll continue to work on keeping it interesting the whole time. If it gets bland throughout the speech, it becomes more of a lecture than an informative speech or whatever speech it is. And you don't want to lecture people. You want to entertain people while at the same time informing them or persuading them or whatever kind of speech it is. So that brings me to question 3. Reflecting upon your small group activities this semester, what will you do as a member of a group to help your group achieve synergy? So I think one of the most important things in group communication and group speeches is that you give everybody an opportunity to speak. If you give everybody an opportunity to speak, then all the ideas get out there, and then you can work together. Then you can debate and discuss or whatever it takes to figure out which solution is the best out of the things that everybody has contributed. Doing it this way, it gives the most diverse pool of options, I guess, per se, that you can choose from, and then that way you come out with more options to choose the best options, which is the whole goal of group speeches. And finally, what advice might you give to students taking CAS100b as a hybrid class during the next semester? Well, I guess the best advice is to just have fun with it. One of my favorite things about this class is that it's pretty open. You can talk about whatever you want for your topics. For the group activity, the debate thing we did, we got to pick anything in the whole world. The examples were provided, and a lot of people picked from those examples, but you weren't limited to those examples, and that's the point. For the informative speech, you can talk about anything you want, whatever you're interested in, you can explain to the class. And it's up to you to make the speech informative and interesting to everybody there so that it's audience-centered, like I said before. Beyond that, make sure you do the homework. Make sure you stay on time with the homework. The homework is a huge part of your grade, so keep up on that. Enjoy the class, and overall, it's a good time. You'll enjoy your semester. No big deal. Don't have too much apprehension whenever you go up there. A little bit of apprehension is good, as you'll learn. But just remember that everybody's in the same boat as you are, and just roll with it. Thanks a lot.